Kids and cadets, welcome back to Tommy Time follow-up video. I had just gotten 2 units. They're both Murrays, and I went through them today. So these were 2 for $40. I had offered 2 for $30. The scrapper said he needed $40, so I got the 2 units plus a can full of parts. Couple of coils, couple of adapters, so $40 total for everything. This 2014 was the most problematic. Broken safety brake cable, which I've yet to change. I concentrated on carburetor, degreasing them and changing the cup out. We'll explain the cup first, and then it had the wrong carburetor on it. We'll discuss that second. Pay attention, I'm not doing it twice. So this had the straight Paul type recoil. This thing was toasted. As you can see, all the plastic here that kind of wraps around this white centerpiece is gone. So I see that a lot with these. These things were terrible. They kind of did away with the straight Paul and went with the springy Paul, which I'll show you. This pointy cup goes with this straight Paul. So if you get a unit with the recoil missing and you just have this pointy Paul, a cup, you know what type of recoil you need. You can still buy these, but they're about $30 each, 30 to 40. They're really beating you up on these older straight Pauls. This is the newer style with the springy Pauls. So I'm reusing the Murray plastics. You can just buy this center recoil, part number 593961. You have several sets of tabs here. You just bring these tabs back. I usually stick a screwdriver in here to move the tab and then go on to the second set until this whole thing pops out. So we're going to reinstall this momentarily. I mentioned the carburetor was not right. This carburetor came off of the Murray. This one should go with the one that has the automatic choke. This is a prime and go unit. This isn't the right carburetor for this unit. This one should have had a thermostatic wafer on the muffler with a linkage. And it did not. So I think Harvey, the homeowner, possibly went online, ordered a Murray carburetor, didn't realize this is an automatic choke. So I don't know how this thing ran with the choke being closed all the time. That's kind of odd. Maybe it ran like shit. But with no linkage, this thing would have sprung back to fully closed choke. So that's a mystery. So the correct carburetor for that is a 591160. And if you go to Fleabay, it'll say it covers the 300E, 450E, 500, etc., up to the 600E engine. So I popped one of these open and looked at the jet. Jet's extremely small, probably could run the 300E effectively. You get up to a larger size engine and that small jet's just going to dog you out of the doghouse. So open up the jets on these if you've got a larger size engine. So I happened to find a seller getting rid of 10 of these. So I paid $62.17 for 10. It came out to $6.21 each. Normally they're $12 each or more, so I got them for half off. He had reduced the price from around 12 to 6. I think he just wanted to get rid of them someplace out of Chino, California, so I scooped them all up. Yeah, now I got a box full ready to go. So today I'm using the first one out of the batch. Like I said, I drilled out the main jet, so hopefully this thing runs smoothly. So new carbs on. We got to fuel it. I didn't change the oil. It's got the original oil, which was very dark and overfilled. So let's get busy on this and then go on to the self-propelled Murray. The 2013 self-propelled. So where can I put you? So that's that. So I kind of jump between projects. I wash this off, let it dry out in the sun, then jump back over to the self-propelled. So I've been jumping around like a jackrabbit. weird because it's got the 15-inch blade on it. I didn't do the blade yet. So it kind of started with hesitation, but it started burning off some oil. So now that I know it's going to start, we'll put a blade on it and fix the cable, or swap out the cable, excuse me, and respring the trap door. I noticed that was ajar. That needs to be re-sprung. Let's jump over to the 2013 with the 625EX. So this was easier. This thing was a bad fuel deal. You're going to have to bear with me, Tommy Time fiasco. I forgot to fill the crankcase with oil. Let me grab oil. We'll put it in. We got to fuel it and put the new air filter on it. Sorry about that. Get me a Mountain Dew and 2 Krispy Kremes. What did you see? Nothing but this 625, I hope. So I did throw another blade on this. I just checked. I forgot about that. Forgot to tell you, I threw a blade on this one. A new copperhead blade by Rotary. I just didn't do the 450E, the 2014. It still's got the stubby blade on it. Well, that was a good guess. We're right at the top mark. So let's fuel it and go. Sorry about the delay. Just pull for power. I'm going to remember that. So you pull for power. No surging, no hesitation, no vibration. It's strictly power. Well, let's get some power out of this 625. What do you say? Did you see this blast out of the exhaust? Some dirt gobbers got in the muffler. This thing's been sitting a while. It's still hot right here and sticky where the muffler melted the backside of the dirt gobber nest. It come flinging out. I thought it flung out from the blade, but the exhaust blasted it out. You never know what you're going to find in a Murray. Anywho, so that's that. So my price, 2 for $40, I'm happy. This will be a big money maker right here, $150 at the minimum. What I did is took some used motor oil. I know a couple of you suggested, like Lawrence Carroll said, to use ATF, automatic transmission fluid. But I save that for my 50-50 mix, 50% acetone, 50% ATF. It's a good rust buster. So I took a little used oil and just went around the plastics. If you remember the first video, this plastic cover over the self-propel was kind of bleached out. I just took used motor oil, went around that, and went around the deck after I degreased it. Just as Lawrence Carroll says, you give it a shine, make it look pretty, take some pictures. People think they're getting a new unit, but they're getting some old piece of junk that's been through hell and high water. But it's got a little bit of attention here. Time we kind of give it a chance for the rest of its life. So, finished up with these two. While I was messing with these, Scrapper showed up with this 2018 Turo. So I gave you a video on that. We got this thing to run, and he gave me a couple of bags, $5 extra for the bags. So I had prepaid him for 2 units, $10 each. He dropped this one off. He'll drop the second one off when he has more room on the trailer. I don't want him to be crushed under a refrigerator, so I'm really patient about getting these because I don't want any extra damage. If this plastic breaks, it really makes it look like a piece of shit. I want to try to keep them looking good so it's easier to sell. So if I've got to wait a few days so he doesn't crush the shit out of them, I'll do so. Anyway, so we did well with these. The 2013 self-propelled and the 2014 450E. So what I'll do now, since this started, I'll roll this thing over and change the blade out. You remember this thing was severely abused. There was nothing left of the blade. just a stub. So you heard it kind of rattly and jumpy. It just needs a new blade. This thing here is toast. I'm guessing their front yard or backyard must have looked like shit, because all it was doing was pummeling the grass. It was no cutting whatsoever. But anyway, that's what we got. I'm calling it quits. I've done enough messing around for one day. Thanks for coming out, checking out my channel. Please like, subscribe, smash that thumbs up button. I really appreciate you doing that. Subscribe if you have not yet. And as always, please tip your waitress and wait staff. They're doing an awesome job. They really depend on your generosity. They got bills to pay like the rest of us do. Mr. Snake and I wish you a happy morning. Have a good day today.